Hi, I thought I'd put this quick video together to give you guys some other AutoCAD tips and hints by going through how to access the Australian Standards 1100 Technical Drawing Guide that was shown to us on Curtin Library, how to access a glossary of Australian building terminology to possibly help with the condition report, some other online technical drawing guides that you might have not come across in your journey and you might find useful, and of course learning AutoCAD or self-learning AutoCAD. So the place to start to find the Australian Building Guide is in our Oasis login. Just go into your student login, whip up to my library, check out databases, and Curtin actually has or pays for a membership to accessing the Australian standards. It's not cheap either if you ever want to buy these, but it's under Standards Australia Online. It's by TechSheet Enterprises. You go to the bottom of that, and what they'll do is you can access all of it here, and you can print them out. They're usually really big documents, or you can save them as PDFs. The only hitch with saving it as a PDF is you'll only have access to it whilst you have access to Curtin University, and sometimes you lose access there as well. So bear that in mind, that it is actually a PDF that has permission restricted. So what you want to do is go into search here and say AS 1100, because that's the one that we're interested in. There's two particular ones in 1100 that you might want to look at. You might want to look at the part 101, which is more of a general principles one that engineers use and other designer types use. The one that was shown to us in class was the 1100 part 301, which is more of an architectural drawings one. So just click on that, you get more information. You get told that it's the most recent one, even though it's 2008. And then down here, you can see what you're downloading, how big the file size is, and then press download. And what you'll end up with is something like this document. It is actually 72 pages if you're printing. And then in here, you'll get information like, the conventions of how to draw dimension lines, running dimensions, all of that good stuff that you might want to keep as reference for your future studies as well. So that's an interesting document. The part 101 is a much bigger document and has a lot more general information that you might want to just have a squiz at if you're interested. But another document that you might want to check out would be the Glossary of Building Terms, which might be particularly useful when trying to find, what is that item for the condition report or any of your other architectural terminology. So the way you find that is exactly in the same spot that you'd found this one, except this one is called HB50 if you're looking, and it's quite a big document. So you click on that, and that's what it is there, and then you can download this document here, and it's quite big, so allow some time for that. And so what this has included is it's basically a dictionary. So it has all the terms in Australia that they use in construction and architecture and designers and all those goody things. Huge, 390 pages, so don't print that. There is a book version available, but it's always loaned out. In the back of this, though, is the illustrations, which you might find really interesting to have a look at. So this actually goes through all the different parts, and it points to that part. What is that thing called? This is incredibly useful, especially when you're looking at heritage buildings and you don't know what old parts are called and why it's that. So you might be interested in learning a bit more of the different truss sizes and what they are and all of those sort of things. So have a look at that. It's the HB50 Glossary of Building Terms. You can download that as a PDF, as a reference. Some other things that you might be interested in, though, as I mentioned, is that there are actually those building terms, if you don't want to access it through Curtin Online, you can actually go onto this website, constructiondictionary.com.au. It's by the same people, Standards Australia, and you can put in there the term truss, and there's a whole bunch of them, so it'll give you a bunch, and then you can go, what's a cove truss, for example, and then it will bring it up for you, and it will even give you some more standards if you really want to have a look at them in more detail. So this website is the quick way to access it. Sometimes it has visual components, sometimes it doesn't, but you can always further Google to see what that looks like. Another website you might want to check out, which is a UK one, but just a really quick one for different glossary terms specifically used in heritage things. You know, keystone, like bricks, lime, above and beyond the list that Kevin has already given us. And if that's not enough for you, what was the next thing I was going to show you? Oh, other online technical drawing guides. Then you can also go on to a great website I've come across from the UK as well, firstinarchitecture.co.uk. These people do a great job in helping, you know, for students. You've probably already come across them. But what they do is they provide different guides for us. So you might want to learn more about architectural line weights and plot styles, and these are generally free. They do publish books as well, but most of these are free. You just give them your email address and then you can download this sort of thing. So I've already downloaded the technical drawing introduction layout. So then, you know, what should your title bars look like, and what are all the different elements when you're doing an AutoCAD. So what should it look like? And it's pretty similar to Australia, but bear in mind that it is from the UK. What are the labels, and annotation is a good one to download if you're interested in, you know, what are these things? So it's the elevation marker, what is it supposed to look like? And section markers, and where do they belong, and that sort of information. Really good hints and tips there. And of course there's more, you know, about plans, and what's the last one, elevations and sections in more detail. So I'm going to give that access to Kevin to hand out to everyone if you're interested. And last of but not least is learning AutoCAD. Of course, we are being taught AutoCAD at uni, but really if you want to teach yourself, you're either going on YouTube and typing in AutoCAD and finding your favorite content creators, but sometimes that's not very professional. We do get given access free to LinkedIn Learning. So you can just Google LinkedIn Learning. You can log in with your student ID, your same Oasis login details will give you access to this. And in here, just type in AutoCAD, and you can I've saved a lot of things, but you can basically, you know, do a quick course, or go in and check out the full essential trainings course. And there is Mac versions as well that you can do. And like, this is 9 hours, but it is divided up into chapters.
AutoCAD is the world's most
sorry, that was really loud. That you can then quickly go back to and relearn some things. This is a very useful tool to step-by-step learning how to use this application, and it's properly taught by certified trainers. So can't recommend enough LinkedIn Learning. Go in with your Oasis ID, type in AutoCAD or any other program for that, SketchUp, Revit, anything else. I mean, it's just rich with information and extra training that above and beyond what we are given. So those are the 4 tips that I have that I hope will help you guys with your assignments and your studies. That's all I have for today. Until next time.